Hello everyone, I hope you're well. I wanted to continue on my legend series. It's been like 3 months since I put my last legend, which was Mitchell Johnson of Australia, and I want to complete my legend series. There are still some amazing cricketers, and today I wanted to give someone who is one of the most amazing stories of international cricket. Someone who was born in South Africa, who originally played for KwaZulu Natal and criticized the quota system in South Africa and went to England to play for England. He was English on his mother's side and he only needed to play 4 years in England, English county, to be eligible to play for England. And he went to South Africa in 2005 as a youngster. And he scored 3 centuries in 9 days against South Africa, his birth country. And after his first century at Bloemfontein, when he was walking towards the pavilion, the crowd even turned their backs on him, and he was booed a lot in that series. But after his third century at Centurion, the crowd gave him a standing ovation and had a lot of respect. That's what I said. One of the most amazing stories in international cricket. And and the second century he scored was at that time the fastest century by an Englishman, which came of just 69 balls at East London. He had scored hundreds at Bloemfontein, East London, and then the last one at Centurion, which he received a standing ovation for. And he was also the player of the series in the 2010 World Cup T20 that England won. And even in the series against South Africa, he scored 454 runs in 5 matches and was the player of the series. And he's also the one who scored the most important century in the 2005 Ashes series. His 158 sealed the Ashes for England, which was the first Ashes victory in 18 years against Australia. And he's also the second player after Don Bradman to have the highest total in test matches in his first 25 test matches. I'm talking about the courageous, the highly competitive, and even the highly controversial Kevin Pietersen of England, a South African born English batsman. He was also known as KP, 6'4", and a very imposing tall figure. And not just physically, his batting was also very imposing, an amazing, magnificent stroke maker. He was born 27th June 1918, Pietermaritzburg, the same place where John T. Rhodes was also born, which is actually like it was like 100 kilometers away from the last place that I lived in South Africa. And like I said, he did play for KwaZulu Natal a couple of seasons. In all, he played 104 test matches for England and he scored 8,181 runs at a stunning average of 47.28, considering the way he was an aggressive batsman. And he scored 23 centuries and his highest was 227. In one day matches, he scored 100. He played 136 matches, and he scored 4,440 runs with 9 centuries, and his highest was 130. And Clive Rice, who was an amazing cricketer himself, who lost a lot of great years, important years because of apartheid. And if people remember, he was the captain of South Africa in their comeback series against India in 1991. Clive Rice was the coach of Nottinghamshire when Kevin Pietersen was playing for a small county club, and he's the one who gave him a 3-year contract for Nottinghamshire, and that's where he scored his first class century in England as well. And later he played under the captaincy of Shane Warne at Hampshire, and Shane Warne always had a huge soft spot and obviously a lot of respect for Kevin Pietersen as well, the way he played the game. And he was always a very honest, outspoken person that got him into trouble as well sometimes. That's why I said he was like a controversial figure. And he is a commentator now as well. And just like he was always very, very outspoken and dead honest about his opinions and comments about this game, and obviously extremely knowledgeable about the game of cricket. And he's also one of the fastest 2,000 ODI runs, not the fastest, one of the fastest, but he is still the fastest to 2000 ODI runs in international cricket. And he's also, in terms of days, the fastest to 4,000, 5,000, and 7,000 test runs. Amazing record of Kevin Pietersen. I was talking about that 2005 Ashes. He finished the Ashes as the top scorer with 473 runs. And in that last test match at the Oval, very critical test match, he scored 158 in the second innings against Glenn McGrath, Shane Warne, Brett Lee, an amazing Australian bowling attack. And he even hit seven sixes in that innings, which broke Ian Botham's record for more sixes in a test innings for England. And his that 169 more 100 was the fastest century for England for many years until it was broken by, I think, George Butler, who has the record now. And Kevin Pietersen was always a very aggressive and very entertaining batsman. He had all the shots, very imposing batsman, really good against fast and spin. Really played Shane Warne well in that Ashes series and had amazing pull shots. I still remember some of the pull shots he hit off Bradley for huge sixes. He was very, very fast and quick against the short ball, obviously being born in South Africa, having played on hard, fast, bouncy wickets and square cut cover drives, sweep shots against spinners. He had all the shots. Such a very entertaining batsman. And once, actually, in 2008, after a century against South Africa, the Times called him the most complete batsman in world cricket. And later, a couple of years later, the Guardian, 2012, I think it was, the Guardian said that he was the best modern English batsman. That's how highly rated he was and highly respected he was. He could have played more Test cricket and One Day cricket, but he got into trouble with coaches, selectors, the way he was outspoken about his opinions. But the legacy that Kevin Pietersen has left on cricket is amazing, and he'll always be etched in the history of cricket as one of the most entertaining batsmen, highly competitive, highly talented, and always played very positive, wanted to win, and he has definitely left a huge mark in international cricket. And like I said initially, one of the greatest stories of international cricket, being born in South Africa and then criticizing the local cricket there and going to England, qualifying for England, and then making a career like he did and starting off as early, like in 2005 against South Africa, and scoring three centuries in just 9 days. And after being booed and being turned back, like crowd turning their backs on him, to eventually receive a standing ovation from them and to get their respect back. It's just one of the greatest stories in international cricket. And I just want to say thank you so much to Kevin Pietersen for all the great memories, for the courage that you showed, and for being one of the great stories of international cricket. You have been an inspiration to many, and even as a commentator now, your opinion about the game that you know well, your outright honesty is always appreciated. And thank you for all the inspiration you have given to me as a youngster watching you play, reading about you, and to the inspiration that you're given to millions of people around the world. Thank you so much again. And thank you, everyone, for watching. It's been a long time since I gave my Legend series. I want to complete it. And again, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank everyone who has supported me in my YouTube journey and even with the Legends, and hoping to see you soon. Take care, everyone. God bless you.